Good evening. This is Owatonna Huskies football on AM 1390 KRFO, 94.7 FM, and the KRFO app. I'm Derek Theda coming to you live from Rochester Century High School as the Huskies get set to kick off against the Century Panthers. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cashwise Foods, Claremont Insurance Agency, Fairway Meat and Grocery, Federated Mutual Insurance, Garlic's Water Conditioning, Hometown Credit Union, Northland Farm Systems, Owatonna Auto Clinic, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, and Weichert Realtors Evan Knutson. For Owatonna, the Huskies moved to 4-0 last week, beating section and district opponent Northfield 39-6 at home. Despite throwing 3 first-quarter interceptions, Owatonna led through one 9-0 thanks to a safety and a 75-yard Nolan Ginsky pick six. Ginsky then scored on offense in the second quarter, catching a 43-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Hunter Tice. And in the second half, the rout continued as OHS running back Tristan Graham got into the end zone, as did Ginsky once more. Those 2 touchdowns put Owatonna up 30-0 heading into the fourth quarter. In the final quarter, senior kicker Seth Johnson converted on a 42-yard field goal attempt. And the final Owatonna score of the night came on a 2-yard touchdown run by Carter Flatland, with a 2-point try being unsuccessful to make it 39-0. But Northfield did return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown. Savion Severson brought it back 88 yards for Northfield's first points of the evening. Their 2-point conversion attempt was unsuccessful, so that ended the final score at 39-6. And Carter Flatland, I mentioned, who scored the last touchdown for Owatonna, put his name in the Owatonna record books on that touchdown drive, actually, carrying the ball 16 times in a row, passing John Buxton, who carried the ball 14 consecutive times during a game against Faribault all the way back in 1970. So his record falls to Carter Flatland, who carried the ball 16 consecutive times last Friday against Northfield. Owatonna's defense was tremendous all game long and gave up just 2 first downs the entire night. So a dominating performance for them. With the win, Owatonna is now ranked number 3 in Class 5A. Final stats for Owatonna in that game against the Raiders. Hunter Tice was 6 for 17 with 90 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Michael Heitkamp came in reserve in the fourth quarter, going 3 for 5 with 16 yards. On the ground, Tristan Graham had another 100-yard rushing game, finishing with 16 carries for 119 yards and a touchdown. And Flatland, as I mentioned, had those 16 carries for 84 yards and a touchdown. Receiving-wise, Nolan Ginsky had 4 receptions for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. Bentley Arvig had 2 grabs for 15 yards. Defensively for the Huskies, Blake Fitcher led the way with 7 tackles. Blake Davison had 5. Darian Stronsky had 4. And Nolan Ginsky and Jamie Lazowski each had 3, with Ginsky also having that interception return for a touchdown. As for Rochester Century, the Panthers come into this game winless. They're 0-4 on the season. They lost last week to New Prague 35-6. And remember, Owatonna beat New Prague 2 weeks ago, 19-7. I do not have individual stats for Century in their game against New Prague last week. So far, it's been a tough year for the Panthers. They're currently last in Class 5A in scoring, having only put up 20 points through 4 games. Right now on the field, the Rochester Century marching band is playing the final countdown as we get set to kick off here. We'll pause for 2 minutes. But when we come back, we'll hear from Owatonna head coach Jeff Williams. You're listening to Husky Football on AM 1390 KRFO.
Home of the truckload buy, saves you money for the lowest prices. Come to Cashwise Foods.
Get remarkably fresh savings when you download the More Rewards app. Pick up 2.5-pound packs of fresh 80% lean ground beef quarter-pound patties for $8. Avocados, 5 for $3, and select varieties of Crystal Farms sliced cheese, 2 for $5.
Home of the truckload buy, saves you money for the lowest prices. Come to Cashwise Foods.
This year marks a milestone for our community. Hometown Credit Union and KRFO are celebrating 50 years of supporting Owatonna High School Huskies football. As your proud community credit union, Hometown Credit Union is honored to sponsor this year's broadcasts of Huskies games. Just like KRFO has been your hometown voice, they've been your financial partner for half a century, helping you save, grow, and thrive. Let's cheer on the Huskies together. Hometown Credit Union, your trusted partner for financial success. Member NCUA.
There is nothing on the market like Kinetico water conditioners, and no better place to go for them than Garlic's Water Conditioning. Kinetico water softeners, filters, and drinking water systems are brilliantly engineered to be the most economical, efficient, and effective at improving the quality of your water. Capable of removing just about everything from water that isn't water. Garlic's Water Conditioning knows the water challenges in the area, so they can fashion a treatment that works. With a full line of water softeners, drinking water systems, and more, sign up for a free water analysis at garlicswater.com.
Owatonna Auto Clinic has the cure when that check engine light comes on. Let the car doctors get to work diagnosing the issue with a prescription to get it back on the road fast. The experts at Owatonna Auto Clinic will diagnose the issue, fixing only what needs to be repaired. That's how they've earned their reputation for honesty. They handle routine service too, like brakes and suspension work. The vehicle prescriptions always at Owatonna Auto Clinic, 902 Hoffman Drive. Check out OwatonnaAutoClinic.com.
Since the turn of the century, Federated Mutual Insurance Company and many of our employees have called Owatonna home. We work hand in hand with our neighbors through giving, volunteering, and focusing on community initiatives. We invest in this community because we love to see opportunities and advancements, such as the new high school and the downtown developments. We enjoy seeing the citizens of our great community continue to grow and thrive. And above all, we are proud to be part of Owatonna's rich history and all that Owatonna has to offer.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Owatonna holds family values in the highest regard in their relationships with customers, employees, vendors, and suppliers. We offer quality USDA choice and prime grade beef, farm fresh, all natural pork, chicken, and produce. Quality groceries and customer service from the first step into the store all the way to your car. We see that same commitment and effort put into Owatonna student activities. Fairway Meat and Grocery of Owatonna congratulates all coaches, parents, and student athletes for their efforts this year. Visit us on South Oak in Owatonna, open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 9 p.m., closed on Sundays.
Back at Rochester Century High School, about ready to kick off our game tonight between Owatonna and the Century Panthers. Before tonight's game, I caught up with Owatonna head coach Jeff Williams. Coach, last week Owatonna won big 39-6 over Northfield at home. The Huskies had a slow start to the game offensively with some turnovers, but righted the ship, scoring 39 points unanswered before the Raiders ran a kickoff back for a touchdown late in the fourth. Defensively, the Huskies continued to be stout, giving up just 2 first downs the entire game. What were your thoughts on the team's performance overall?
Well, I think you summarized it pretty well. We did not start off great on offense. We turned the ball over 3 times, I think, in the first quarter. Just making mistakes, throwing the ball late, throwing the ball across the middle late, which is always a bad proposition. And so hopefully we've shored a few of those things up. It's been some things that we've worked on this week, and my hope is that we're better in that regard because through our first 4 games, we've left an awful lot of points on the field that should have been up on the scoreboard, and we really feel like there's things that we can do that will improve our output on offense. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, I think they ended up with 5 yards total in passing and rushing, and our defense continues to play at a very high level, and our linebackers are flying around. Our defensive line is doing a good job of occupying blocks, and it's awfully hard to throw on our secondary. They're fast kids. 3 of those kids have state championships in track from last spring, and the 4th one was the 5th guy on a relay team that won a state championship. So we really like our secondary, their ability to cover down the field. So, if we can get our offense on track where we're having good, successful drives each time we touch the ball, I think, we're going to continue to see improvement, and we're going to be a difficult team to match up with.
Now tonight, Owatonna plays a winless Rochester Century team. The Panthers have been on the wrong end of some lopsided games and are still trying to find their footing this season. As coach, what has been your message to the Huskies ahead of the game this evening?
Well, Century's a young team. And so, they're probably starting 8 juniors on each side of the ball. And so our message has been, we need to get after these guys early. They don't have a lot of experience. They don't have that ability to say, well, we've been in this position before. We've been down a touchdown, or, we've been in a tie game at the end of the first quarter, and then we found a way to come back and win it, So we don't want to give them confidence, that they have a chance of hanging in there with us tonight. We want to get after them physically early and let them know, that we're the better team, and we feel that we are, and it's important that we establish that right away so that we don't give them the confidence and allow them to hang around and make life difficult for us.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Hey, thanks, Jared.
That was Owatonna head coach Jeff Williams ahead of their game tonight against Rochester Century. At this time, we'll run through the starting lineups. First for Owatonna. On offense at quarterback, they'll start senior number 7, Hunter Tice. Running back, junior number 20, Tristan Graham. Wide receiver, senior number 11, Luke Weber. Wide receiver, senior number 3, Nolan Ginsky. And wide receiver, senior number 2, Seth Johnson. Tight end for Owatonna, senior number 81, Zach Harstead. And then the 5 offensive linemen for the Huskies, junior number 50, Logan Risser. Senior number 52, Zach Dainert. Senior number 56, Reed Kath. Sophomore number 63, Sam Doulis. And senior number 64, Jack Meneguzzo. For the Owatonna defense, their 3 defensive linemen will be senior number 52, Zach Dainert. Junior number 76, Max Flemke. And junior number 4, Ryan McIntosh. Linebackers for Owatonna, senior number 81, Zach Harstead. Senior number 26, Blake Davison. Senior number 21, Darian Stronsky. And senior number 10, Blake Fitcher. Cornerbacks, senior number 11, Luke Weber. Senior number 9, Jamie Lazowski. And the 2 safeties for Owatonna, both seniors, number 2, Seth Johnson, and number 3, Nolan Ginsky. So those are your Owatonna starters for tonight's ball game against Rochester Century. And now for the Century Panthers, they're starting offense at quarterback. Senior number 12, Kane Severson. At running back, a sophomore, number 26, Max Elliott. Wide receiver, sophomore, number 8, Nathan Long. Other wide receiver, junior, number 5, Miles Tesh. And the other wide receivers, junior number 1, Owen Gerber, and junior number 2, Jackson Esau. The 5 offensive linemen for the Panthers, junior number 68, Jonathan Mohawk. Senior number 69, Noah Clark. Senior number 70, Didier Franco Alonso. Junior number 75, Lane Meyer. And junior number 76, Evan Jones. And the starting defense for Rochester Century, we'll start with the defensive lineman, junior number 77, Quinn Williams. Junior number 67, Abraham Roth. Senior number 55, Sammy Abdullah. Sophomore number 54, Matthew Ding. And junior number 49, De'Are Davis. 2 linebackers for the Panthers, junior number 46, Caden Kraus. And junior number 34, Ethan Backus. And the cornerbacks for Rochester Century, junior number 25, Evan Langer. Sophomore, number 4, Malachi Tankamvang. Junior, number 1, Owen Gerber. And junior, number 2, Jackson Esau. Panthers are coached by longtime head coach John Vick, as Owatonna has retaken the field here. The Century Marching Band still out on the field with their pregame performance as the Panthers are about ready to take their home turf. As we'll have the opening kickoff for you when we come back right here on AM 1390 KRFO.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. Do you want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits your home and budget, because everyone can use a little more comfort. Turn to your local Carrier experts, Owatonna Heating and Cooling today.
Looking for a dedicated real estate expert in Faribault or the surrounding areas? Meet Evan Knutson from Weikert Realty. Evan brings local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to helping you find the perfect home. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring, Evan's expertise and passion make the process smooth and stress-free. Don't just find a house, find a home with Evan Knutson at Weikert Realty. Visit Weikert.com or call 507-210-9140 and take the first step towards your dream home.
At Coyote, we know that getting your hands dirty is honest work, and we believe everyone should have a chance to get their hands dirty. That's why we've made 2 all-new CX compact tractor models with 24.5 horsepower Coyote diesel engines, including the CX 2510 HST featuring twin pedals. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Stop in and check out the full line at your local Coyote dealer, Northland Farm Systems, 2250 Austin Road in Owatonna. Online at northlandfarmsystems.com.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Ask Claremont Insurance Agency in Claremont if auto owners make sense for you. Go to ClaremontAgency.com.
Home of the truckload buy saves you money for the lowest prices. Come to Cashwise Foods.
Get remarkably fresh savings when you download the More Rewards app. Pick up 2.5-pound packs of fresh 80% lean ground beef quarter-pound patties for $8. Avocados, 5 for $3, and select varieties of Crystal Farms sliced cheese, 2 for $5.
Home of the truckload buy saves you money for the lowest prices. Come to Cashwise Foods.
This year marks a milestone for our community. Hometown Credit Union and KRFO are celebrating 50 years of supporting Owatonna High School Huskies football. As your proud community credit union, Hometown Credit Union is honored to sponsor this year's broadcasts of Huskies games. Just like KRFO has been your hometown voice, they've been your financial partner for half a century, helping you save, grow, and thrive. Let's cheer on the Huskies together. Hometown Credit Union, your trusted partner for financial success. Member NCUA.
There is nothing on the market like Kinetico water conditioners, and no better place to go for them than Garlic's Water Conditioning. Kinetico water softeners, filters, and drinking water systems are brilliantly engineered to be the most economical, efficient, and effective at improving the quality of your water. Capable of removing just about everything from water that isn't water. Garlic's Water Conditioning knows the water challenges in the area, so they can fashion a treatment that works. With a full line of water softeners, drinking water systems, and more, sign up for a free water analysis at garlicswater.com.
Back at Rochester Century High School, about ready to kick off our Week 5 matchup between Owatonna and Century. Just wrapping up the pregame festivities here at Century High School. Playing their school song, which also doubles as the University of Michigan's fight song, Hail to the Victors, which is the fight song of Rochester Century. We've got a decent crowd here tonight on what is a beautiful night here in Rochester. Decent contingent from Owatonna over here tonight. The theme, I've been told, for the student section tonight is a frat out. Like a frat as in fraternity. For Rochester Century, looks to be a USA theme. So good to see the students out supporting their fellow students on the gridiron as the Century Marching Band, credit to them, they were out about 20 minutes before kickoff, playing a variety of songs, played the anthem, and did a great job as we get set to go here tonight. Other games going on across the North Star South Maroon District tonight. Northfield is at Chaska. And Rochester John Marshall is at New Prague. Rochester Century won the toss. They defer to the second half, so they will be kicking off to Owatonna. So we'll see the Husky offense first. Off a game where the Huskies dominated against Northfield. 100 yards on the ground for Tristan Graham, the Huskies running back, and another good game for senior receiver Nolan Ginsky. He had 86 yards through the air, 2 touchdown passes. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Ginsky had a 75-yard pick six last week against the Raiders. The Husky defense was absolutely phenomenal a week ago, giving up just 2 first downs and maybe 5 or so total yards of offense to the Raiders. Just did not give an inch. And so Owatonna looking to remain undefeated. They're currently 4-0. Century looking for their first win of the season. They're 0-4 coming into this one. As we get set to go here, kicking off for Rochester Century is number 22, Brady Buckman. Isaiah Farwell back deep to receive for Owatonna. And we are underway. That kick fielded in the end zone by Bentley Arvig, so it'll be a touchback. And so the Owatonna offense, led by senior quarterback Hunter Tice, will take over at their own 20-yard line. As we get set to go here. Huskies will come out. One receiver right. That's Seth Johnson, 2 to the left. Ginsky and Weber. Tice in the shotgun has Graham to his left. Tice takes the snap. He'll hand off to Graham, who runs between the tackles right side and gets about 4 or 5 on the carry there. Looks like they'll give him 4 on the run. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 for Owatonna. Abraham Roth made the tackle there for the Panthers. On 2nd down, Owatonna comes out. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Same formation as that first place. Johnson on the right side, Weber and Aginski on the left. Graham in the backfield with Tice. Tice takes the snap. They'll give it again. No, he'll keep it himself. Fakes the handoff to Graham, and maybe a loss of 1 there on the run for Tice. A read option there. Sami Abdullah wrapped him up and brought him down. So that'll make it 3rd down and 8 for Owatonna from their own 22-yard. They're looking to avoid going 3 and out here on their opening drive here this evening against Rochester Century. Owatonna in all white tonight. They've got a blue stripe down the side of their pants. Blue numbers, silver helmets. For Rochester Century, all navy with the Century C on their helmets. Tice on 3rd down, throws long, looking for Ginsky. He's got some separation. Caught by Ginsky at the Panther 45. Ginsky makes a man miss, still on his feet. Now cuts it back. Shakes out a defender, still on his feet. Inside the 20, 10, 5, and knocked out of bounds. No, they say touchdown. He reached for the goal line right as he got pushed. The ball came loose, but they say he got it. I think they hit the pylon with the football as he was going down to the ground. And so, wow, what a start for Owatonna on 3rd and 8. A 78-yard touchdown from Tice to Ginsky. Just a minute 37 into this one. And Owatonna already on the board. Ginsky got past the Century secondary and broke off what appeared to be about 4 or 5 arm tackles en route to the end zone. Made a few defenders miss. High snap on the extra points. Kick from Johnson on the way is good. So that'll make it 7-0 Owatonna Huskies. Strike first early. Back with more in 30 on AM 1390 KRFO.
Owatonna Auto Clinic has the cure when that check engine light comes on. Let the car doctors get to work diagnosing the issue with a prescription to get it back on the road fast. The experts at Owatonna Auto Clinic will diagnose the issue, fixing only what needs to be repaired. That's how they've earned their reputation for honesty. They handle routine service too, like brakes and suspension work. The vehicle prescription's always at Owatonna Auto Clinic, 902 Hoffman Drive. Check out OwatonnaAutoClinic.com.
Back at Century High School, where Owatonna leads 7-0 over the Panthers here with 10:23 to play in the first quarter. Owatonna scoring on just their third play of the game. They ran it with Tristan Graham up the middle for about 4. Then a QB keeper for Tice, lost 2. And then on 3rd and 8, a 78-yard touchdown reception for Nolan Ginsky. He caught it at about the Panther 45-yard line and shook off about 3 or 4 tackles. Panthers just couldn't bring him down. Then he put the speed on and housed it to put Owatonna up a touchdown early here. As Seth Johnson will kick it away with Malachi Tankenbang back deep to receive for Century. As the kick taken actually by number 5, Miles Tesh, who runs right and gets to about the 30-yard line. And so that's where the Century offense will start their first possession of the evening. Logan Risser brought down Tesh. And they'll spot the Panthers at the 31. So Panthers, a very, very young team. Multiple sophomores getting the start for them. Running back is a sophomore. They got a sophomore receiver, 2 junior receivers. So definitely a young team here for Rochester Century. As they come out, 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And they take the snap, they'll run it up the middle with their tailback, Maxwell Elliott. And Elliott gets about 2 there on the run. Brought down by Daynert and Blake Davison. 2nd down and 8 for Rochester Century here. As they come out, bunch formation, trips to the left, but all tightly packed close to the line, 1 receiver right. Severson in the shotgun, they run it to Elliott, and Elliott maybe got back to the line of scrimmage there. As he was brought down by Blake Fitcher. And so it will go for a loss of 2. So 3rd and 10 here for Century. They'll come out here, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Severson, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun. As Elliott back there with him, they look to throw here, and we've got a Panther receiver goes down, and it will be pass interference. Jackson Esau, the intended target there, got brought down by an Owatonna defender as the ball was on its way. And so this will be a fresh set of downs, I believe, for Rochester Century on the pass interference call. We'll see. Still waiting on the call here. And yes, it is a PI on Owatonna. And so that'll move the chains for Rochester Century's first down of the game. Here in their opening drive. And so they'll spot it at the Century 46-yard line. Two receivers left, 2 to the right. Esau goes in motion from right to left. They take the snap, look to throw here. The quick pick out to Esau. He's brought down after about a 4-yard pickup by Jamie Lazowski, who came over to make that play. So they brought Esau across the line, took the snap, and got it to him right away in the flat. Ball spotted at the Century 49-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7, 8.5 to play here in the first quarter at Century High School. Trips to the right here for the Panthers, 1 receiver left. Severson in the shotgun, takes a snap, rolls out to his right here, looks to throw. Far as right side, and it is caught by Esau. And the ball comes loose. But they're going to say he was down. Tackled by Ginsky. And so Esau, 2 back-to-back receptions there. Gets Century now into Owatonna territory for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 for them at the Owatonna 31-yard line. Trips to the left now for the Panthers. 1 receiver right, pistol formation. Elliott behind Severson. Severson takes the snap, looks to throw again, fires left side, has a man, it's Esau, and it's broken up there by Ginsky. Looking left on kind of a sideline out route there for Esau. And good coverage there by Ginsky to break that pass up. That'll make it 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Esau in the pistol, sends Esau in motion from right to left. Take the snap, they'll pitch it to Elliott, who will run left. Elliott trying to cut it up the field, and he's brought down after about a 2-yard gain there. So they'll make it 3rd down and 8. Not sure what Century has as far as field goal kicking goes, but likely 4-down territory here. Blake Davison brought down Elliott there after just a 2-yard pickup. So 3rd down and 8 here. Century offense looking over the sidelines for the call here. And now get lined up. Still not lined up with 8 seconds on the play clock. And now their line does head open. They're going to call timeout. Yeah, it looked like they were a little discombobulated there as the play clock was winding down and still hadn't gotten lined up. So we'll take a timeout here as well. Owatonna 7, Century 0, 6:55 to play in the first. Back in 30 on AM 1390 KRFO.
Federated Mutual Insurance Company is passionate about the care and enrichment of the next generation. At the heart of our charitable focus is youth mentoring and our support of Big Brothers Big Sisters. We are proud of our employees who are currently volunteering to be a big brother, big sister, big couple, or big family, and yet there are hundreds of children still waiting for a big. Ignite your year. Empower potential today. Consider this your personal invitation to learn more about Big Brothers Big Sisters. Together, we can make a difference.
Back here at Century High School, where the Panthers have 3rd down and 8 from the Owatonna 29-yard line. And a couple nice completions on this drive to junior receiver Jackson Esau. Looking to convert here. 2 receivers right and 1 to the left. They've got a tight end in on the right side. Elliott behind Severson. They run to Elliott. He's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like there might have been some movement up front. No call. And so that'll make it 4th down, about 12, a loss of 4 there on the run for Elliott, who is kind of walking gingerly off the field here. Blake Davison made the play as Matthew Berg will check in for the shaken up Elliott. And so it looks like Century's going to keep the offense on the field here. Actually, number 34, Ethan Backus will check in for Elliott. Trips to the left, 1 receiver right. Severson takes the snap, looks to throw, 4th and 12, fires over the middle. It's incomplete, looking for Esau over his head, and so that'll be a turnover on downs for the Century Panthers. Try to go to Esau there on the slant. Good coverage there by Owatonna as the ball flew over his head, and so that'll make it 1st and 10 for Owatonna from their own 33-yard line. As the Husky offense retakes the field, just took 3 plays on their first drive to get 7. And looking to add to their lead here. They'll come out 2 receivers left. It's Weber and Ginsky. 1 to the right is Johnson. Graham to the left of Tice, who was in the shotgun. 6:05 to play, first quarter. Tice takes the snap. He'll hand off to Graham, who runs right and runs into a wall there up at the line. Maybe 3 there on the run for for Graham, so that'll make it second down and 7. Sammy Abdallah came in to make the stop for the Panthers. Two receivers right at Johnson and Ginsky. One to the left is Weber. Graham to the left of Tyson, the shotgun. Tyson's Ginsky in motion from right to left. Takes a snap. He'll hand off to Graham once more. Graham tries to run right and gets brought down after maybe a yard or two. We'll give him 2 there. So third down and 4 here for Owatonna. And similar start to the drive last time where Owatonna ran the ball twice. And then on the next play, I don't know if on his first drive, they had a 78-yard touchdown. And so right now it would be a 61-yard touchdown if Lightning struck twice here for the Huskies on their third play on their second drive. Two receivers right, one to the left. Tice rolls out to his right here, looking to throw. He does, finds Ginsky, who makes a diving grab right around midfield. So that'll move the chains for a Husky first down. They'll spot him at the Husky 49-yard line. So first and 10 for Owatonna. 4:26 to play first quarter. Two receivers right, one to the left. Graham to the right of Hunter Tice. He takes a snap, looks to throw here. Steps up into the pocket under pressure. Now will take off and run it, and he's brought down right at the 50. As a couple Panthers swarmed in there to make the play. Number 11, Owen Tominello got there first to make the play. Second and 9 for Owatonna. Ball spotted right at the 50. Here's Owatonna leads the Panthers 7-0, 3:41 to play here in the opening quarter. Weber and Ginsky split out on the right side. Johnson to the left. Harsted in at tight end on the left side. Graham to the right of Tice, who's in the shotgun. Single high safety here for the Panthers as Johnson comes in motion from left to right. Oh, we got a flag here before the snap. Let's see what the call is here. And it's a delay of game on Owatonna. Didn't get the snap off in time, and so it'll back Owatonna up 5 to their own 45-yard line. So it'll be second down and 14 with 3:20 to play in the quarter. Same formation here for Owatonna. Two receivers right, one to the left. Graham back there with Tice. Now Johnson in motion from left to right. Tice takes the snap, looks to throw. They try to set up a screen to Harsted. Harsted bounces off a defender and has room into Panther territory, and he's brought down right around the Panther 30. And so a nice screen play there for Zach Harsted as he shook off a couple tackle attempts by Century and brought all the way down to the Panther 30-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for Owatonna from there. Huskies trying to add to their 7-0 lead here. Two receivers left, one to the right. Harsted in at tight end on the right side. Graham is to the left of Tice. Tice will hand off to Graham, who runs right up the gut and gets maybe 6 there on the carry. Up to the Century 24-yard line, and so Owatonna will have it second down and 4. Coming up on 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter, still 7-0 Owatonna. Husky come out, two receivers left, one to the right. It's Weber and Ginsky on the left side. Johnson to the right. Graham to the left of Tice. And they'll give it to Graham again, and Graham gets brought down right around the 21-yard line. Ran left that time. And see if they'll move the chains. Yes, they will. Got to the 20. which was the line to gain. So 1st and 10 for the Huskies inside the red zone for the first time tonight. This red zone trip brought to you by Garlic's Water Conditioning. As Owatonna's first score came from well outside the red zone, a 78-yard touchdown grab for Nolan Ginsky. So this Owatonna's first trip to the 20. So they come out 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Graham to the left of Tice. Now shifts over to the right side. Tice takes the snap, looks to throw here, fires right side, looking for Ginsky in the end zone. I believe he caught it. Was he inbound? Yes, he was. Actually checking it. That was Seth Johnson who made the play. Wow. What a grab for him. It was a nice ball from Tice. Johnson leaped up, had to arch back and made the play. So a 20-yard touchdown reception for Seth Johnson. And so now Johnson looking to score all 7 points on this drive for Owatonna as he comes on for the extra point. Meneguzzo will snap. Spot kick on the way from Johnson is up and through. Well, that makes it 14-0. Owatonna with 1:08 to play here in the first quarter. Back in 30 on AM 1390 KRFO and the KRFO app.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Owatonna holds family values in the highest regard in their relationships with customers, employees, vendors, and suppliers. We offer quality USDA choice and prime grade beef, farm fresh, all natural pork, chicken, and produce. Quality groceries and customer service from the first step into the store all the way to your car. We see that same commitment and effort put into Owatonna student activities. Fairway Meat and Grocery of Owatonna congratulates all coaches, parents, and student athletes for their efforts this year. Visit us on South Oak in Owatonna, open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 9 p.m., closed on Sundays.
Back at Century High School, where Owatonna leads the Panthers 14-0. Still here in the first quarter, minute 8 to play. And Seth Johnson just caught a 20-yard touchdown grab in the back of the end zone for Owatonna. Great ball from Tice to make it 14-0. Johnson now on to kick it away, as it'll be taken by Tesh at the 5-yard line for Century. Tesh runs left and gets thrown down right around the 20. Nice tackle there. I believe that was Carter Flatland who came in on the play there for Owatonna. It'll be first down and 10 for the Panthers at their own 20. Here in their second drive of the night. Got 2 first downs on that first drive. First one courtesy of a pass interference call. Second one was a 25-yard reception or so to Jackson Esau, and then turned it over on downs right around the Owatonna 30 as they come out here for their second drive of the game. 2 receivers left, to the right, 1 to the left, as Severson takes the snap, hands off to his running back. I believe that's Elliott, who's back into the ballgame after being shaken up on his last run on their last drive. And yes, it is Elliott, so good to see him back into the ball game. Blake Fitcher in on the stop for Owatonna. 2nd and 10 for Century here. They'll come out 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Severson in the shotgun. Owatonna stacking the box here. They're going to bring some pressure. Severson gets rid of it, throws, has a man, incomplete. Was looking for Miles Tesh. And the junior receiver looked like he might have had it there on a go route. Got past his defender, and it looked like it just went through his arms there as he had the Owatonna defender beat. Would have been a nice play there for the Panthers, but incomplete, and so it'll come back to 3rd down and 10 for Century. They'll come out trips to the right, 1 receiver left. Owatonna again showing pressure, and they bring it. Severson, they try to set up a screen to Elliott. Elliott, acrobatic grab. I think he dropped it. Kind of had to tip it up and try to spin around to grab it. And some Owatonna defenders were closed again. Believe it, and that they will say it was an incompletion. Had nowhere to go. And so that'll make it 4th down and 10 here for Century as their punter will come out onto the field to boot it away. Ginsky, or actually no, Arvig and Weber back deep to receive for Owatonna, standing at their own 40-yard line. Brady Buckman will punt it away, and it's blocked by Owatonna, picked up, and I believe down at the 1 is number 21, Darian Stronsky. Wasn't sure if he was the one to block it, but the punt blocked and then picked up by Stronsky right at the 1. And almost actually was in the end zone. Or some Husky special teamers actually thought he might have been in the end zone when he fell in that football. Well, they spot him down at the 1, so Owatonna's going to start this drive at the Panther 1. 5 seconds to play in the quarter. Can they score just before the end of the first? They pitch it to Graham, who runs right, and Graham will go into the end zone with 1 second to play in the first quarter. Not that it mattered. Owatonna, of course, going to the second one, just had the ball on the other side of the field, but they do score an official 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. As Century went 3 and out and had their punt blocked. Stronsky recovered it at the 1, and then Graham ran it in for the touchdown. Johnson now on for the extra point to make it 21-0. Snap, spot, kick on the way is good. 21-0, Owatonna with the lead. 1 second left in the first quarter. We'll have that second for you when we come back in 30 seconds on AM 1390 KRFO.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. Do you want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits your home and budget, because everyone can use a little more comfort. Turn to your local Carrier experts, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, today.
Back at Century High School, where the Huskies lead the Panthers 21-0 here with 1 second to play in the first quarter. Owatonna just capped off a 1-play, 1-yard drive. You heard that right, as they blocked a Century punt, recovered by Darian Stronsky at the 1. And Tristan Graham needed 1 play to run it in to make it 21-0 as the kick taken on the ground by Tankenvang for Century. He's brought down out around the 20-yard line, and we had 1 second to play in the first quarter, and that was it. And so we'll pause for another 30 seconds here and have the second quarter when we come back. Owatonna 21, Century 0. Back in 30 on AM 1390 KRFO and the KRFO app.
Dreaming of the perfect home in Faribault? Look no further than Evan Knutson Homes, your local Weikert Realty expert. Evan Knutson knows the community inside and out, helping families just like yours find the home that fits their needs and budget. Whether you're buying your first home or looking to upgrade, Evan is here to guide you every step of the way. Trust experience, trust commitment, trust Evan Knutson Homes, Weikert Realty in Faribault. Call 507-210-9140 today and start your journey home.
Back at Century High School, about ready to start the second quarter of our game here tonight between Owatonna and Century. Panthers will have the football first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On their last possession, went 3 and out and had the punt blocked, recovered by Owatonna's Darian Stronsky at the 1. And so a rare 1-play, 1-yard drive, touchdown drive for Owatonna to make it 21-0. Nolan Ginsky, it was Tristan Graham who ran it in from 1 yard out for Owatonna. Seth Johnson and Nolan Ginsky have the other two scorers for the Huskies. And so here we go. Start of the second quarter. Two receivers left, one to the right for Severson, who's in the shotgun, has Elliott behind him in the pistol. Backus in at tight end. Severson takes the snap, a little tunnel screen play to Esau, and Esau tries to turn it upfield. Gets about 4 yards there on the reception. So second down and 6 here for the Panthers. Jamie Lasowski came in to make the play for Owatonna. Two receivers left, one to the right. Severson in the shotgun, has Elliott behind him. Takes the snap, they'll hand off to Elliott, who's met right at the line of scrimmage by the Owatonna defensive front. And they say he got back to the line, but ran into a brick wall as Darian Stronsky and Zach Daynert combined to make the play there for Owatonna. So third down and about 6 here. Actually, they're going to say that Elliott fell forward for 1. So third down and 5 here for the Panthers. Looking to avoid a 3 and out for the second consecutive possession. Trips to the right, one to the left. Severson in the shotgun, Elliott behind him. Takes the snap, he'll roll to his right. And immediately as Tronsky got back there, missed the tackle, but Harstead came in to finish up the job. So Stronsky got there first. Severson kind of able to spin out of it, but then Harstead came in to finish it off for the quarterback sack on Severson, and so that'll make it 4th and 11 for Century. Coming up on 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Buckman will punt it away. Weber and Arvik back deep to receive, sitting at their own 40 here. As Buckman does get that one away. Weber will take it at the 40 on the run. Runs left now here, trying to cut it to the outside. Gets it into Century territory, and he's brought down at about the 43-yard line. So about a 17-yard return there for Weber. And so the Husky offense will start in Panther territory. Here with 9:46 to play in the second quarter. Ball spotted at the Panther 43-yard line. 1st and 10 Owatonna. Weber split out right side. Ginsky and Johnson to the left. Graham to the left of Tice, who is in the shotgun here. Ginsky now in motion from left to right. As Tice takes the snap, looks to throw, and a penalty marker down right as the snap was made. So we'll see what the call is here. It'll be a false start on Owatonna. So that'll back them up 5, make it 1st down and 15 for Owatonna. So ball at the Panther 48-yard line now.
1st down and 15 for the Huskies.
Two receivers left, one to the right. Tice in the shotgun. Graham to his left, sends Ginsky in motion from left to right. Tice takes the snap, looks to throw, steps down to the pocket. Deep ball has Weber all alone. Weber caught at the 15 and into the end zone for a 48-yard touchdown. And the route is on here at Century High School as Weber just ran right by his defender for 6. So a 48-yard touchdown grab for Weber makes it 27-0 Owatonna. As Johnson will come on for his 4th extra point. Logan Langenberg will hold Meneguzzo to snap it. Snap, spot, kick on the way, and it is good. As that makes it 28-0 Owatonna with 9:37 to play in the first half. Back in 30 on AM 1390 KRFO.
At Coyote Tractor, we hold dirt in the highest regard. We want you to get out there and play in it. So we're digging up cash back and 0% financing offers on tractors, UTVs, and ZTRs. Coyote, we dig dirt. Offer cannot be combined. Financing subject to credit approval. Some restrictions apply. See your authorized Coyote Tractor dealer for details.
Stop in and check out the full line at your local Coyote dealer. Northland Farm Systems, 2250 Austin Road in Owatonna. Online at northlandfarmsystems.com.
It's back at Century High School where Owatonna up 4 touchdowns here with 9:37 to play in the second quarter, 28-0. Had a one-play, 48-yard touchdown drive. Actually had the ball at the Century 43, got whistled for a false start, and then Luke Weber caught the ball at about the Century 15 and ran it in for 6. And Johnson went on for the extra point. Johnson's kickoff now gets fielded and down at about the 22-yard line of Century. So they'll try another possession here on offense. Back-to-back drives have been 3 and out. Got 2 first downs on their first drive before turning it over on downs. Cooper All made the tackle there for Owatonna on the kickoff. Century has it at their own 23-yard line. 1st and 10, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Severson in the shotgun. Sends Esau in motion. Takes a snap. Oh, it's over his head. And he just falls on it all the way back at about the 10. So not what Century needed there. That ball off his fingertips, a little high there. And so that'll back them up. And they spot it at the 10. So a loss of 13 as Severson just dives on it. So 2nd down and 23 here for the Panthers. Down 28-0, coming up on 9 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Severson in the shotgun has Elliott to his left. Owatonna showing blitz here. And they bring 6 as the throw incomplete. As Severson was looking over the middle there for Matthew Berg. So, just like that, 3rd and 23 for the Panthers, who have just 2 first downs here so far tonight. .8:44 to play in this first half. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Severson in the pistol, has Elliott behind him. Sends Tesh in motion from left to right. Takes the snap. Oh, trouble with the snap again. Now they try to hand it off quick to Elliott. Yeah, it was kind of a high, quick snap to the quarterback Severson, who kind of bobbled it and then just handed it off to his running back Elliott, who got maybe a yard there. And it looks like the ball's still spotted at the 10. Or no, actually all the way back at the 6. They say a loss of 4 there, so that'll make it 4th down and 27 for Century. As Buckman standing in the back of his own end zone here will punt it away to Arvig and Weber, who are standing at their Century 45-yard line. Buckman gets it away. Weber will let it bounce at the 35 and take it on the bounce at the 40. He runs right, spins, and will be brought down right around the 30-yard line. So that's where the Owatonna offense will take over when we come back in 30 seconds on AM 1390 KRFO.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Ask Claremont Insurance Agency in Claremont if auto owners make sense for you. Go to ClaremontAgency.com.
Beckett Century High School, 1st and 10 for Owatonna. They run it with Graham on the ground, who gets about 5 there on the carry. We're kind of starting this drive at the Century 30-yard line. They do give Graham 5 there on the carry, as Abdullah came in to make the play for the Panthers. 28-0, Owatonna 7:24 to play here, second quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. It's Ginsky and Weber on the right side, Johnson on the left. Tice in the shotgun, has Graham back there with him on his right side. Takes a snap, looks to throw, fires on a slant to Weber, and Weber makes the grab inside the 20. About the 18-yard line, so about a 7-yard throw and catch there from Tice to Weber. This red zone trip brought to you by Garlic's Water Conditioning. Malachi Tankamvang brought down Weber. Owatonna looking to add to their 4-touchdown lead here on this drive. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Graham in at running back to the right of Tice, and they'll give it to Graham, who runs left off tackle and maybe gets 3 there on the run, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. As D.R.A. Davis came in to make the play there for the Panthers. 2nd down and 7 for Owatonna from the Panther 15-yard line. 6:05 to play here in the second quarter. Jarek Theta with you tonight on AM 1390, KRFO 94.7 FM, and the KRFO app. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Ginsky now in motion from left to right. As they run it with Graham again, and Graham gets wrapped up after about a 2-yard gain. So it'll make it 3rd down and about 5 here for Owatonna. As Caden Kraus came in to make the play for Rochester Century. Now here on 3rd down, it'll be trips to the right for Owatonna. From the inside out, it's Ginsky, Johnson, and Weber. And Graham in it, running back to the right of Tice, who is in the shotgun. Tice takes a snap, looks to throw here on 3rd down, fires end zone, looking for Ginsky. It's incomplete. They're going back corner of the end zone, had it in his hands, but couldn't hold on as he outstretched his arms to try and haul that one in. They thought to make it 4th down and 5 for Owatonna. It's Owen Tomanello in on the coverage there for Century. 4th down and 5. Owatonna's going to keep the offense on the field. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. It's Will Halverson who's checked in as a receiver for Owatonna. Tice now under pressure, escapes the tackle, still on his feet. Now he's going to take off and throw back of the end zone. Ginsky can't hold on. Incomplete. A penalty marker is down in the backfield. So we'll see what the call is here. If it's holding in Owatonna, obviously Century would decline it, and it will be a hold on Owatonna. So Century, of course, will decline that penalty and take the turnover on downs. And so the first defensive stop of the game for Rochester Century as Owatonna scored a touchdown in their first 4 drives of the game. And Century will take over at their own 14-yard line. Down 28-0 here with 4:50 to play in the first half. Panthers come out 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Severson in the shotgun has Elliott to his left. As Severson takes the snap, looks to throw here on first down. Fires over the middle. It's batted and caught on the deflection. Fisher with the pick. And brought down at the 13-yard line. Wow, what a play. Esau, the intended receiver. It bounces off him or the Husky defender who was running with him stride for stride. And it went right into the arms of Fisher. So one play on offense for the Panthers and the pick for Blake Fisher. The senior linebacker for Owatonna. And so Owatonna, after turning it over on downs, will have it right back at about the same spot. 1st and 10 at the 13. Tice looks to throw here on first down. Rolls right, now fires end zone. It is incomplete. Looking for Johnson too high. As the pocket was collapsing there, did a good job to escape the pressure, stay on his feet. Didn't have anyone open there, just kind of threw it deep. If anyone could have grabbed it, it would have been Johnson, but a little too high there. Esau went on the coverage there for Rochester Century. So 2nd down and 10 for Owatonna at the Panther 13-yard line. 4:33 to play here in the second quarter. 28-0. Owatonna looking to add to their lead here on this drive. Halverson and Johnson split out right side. Weber and Aginski to the left. Graham in the backfield with Tyser looks to throw here. Screen play to Weber. Weber breaks the tackle. Makes another man miss it into the end zone for a touchdown. 2-play, 13-yard touchdown drive for Owatonna. Luke Weber gets into the end zone for 6 to make it 34-0. Owatonna extra point pending. As Luke Weber gets a 13-yard reception. Johnson will come on for the extra point now. Logan Langenberg will hold. Meneguzzo will snap it. Snap, spot, kick on the way is good for Seth Johnson. He's now 5 for 5 on extra points. 35-0 Owatonna. With 4:26 to play, second quarter, back in 30 on AM 1390 KRFO.
Home of the truckload buy saves you money for the lowest prices. Come to Cashwise Foods.
Get remarkably fresh savings when you download the More Rewards app. Pick up 2.5-pound packs of fresh 80% lean ground beef quarter-pound patties for $8. Avocados, 5 for $3, and select varieties of Crystal Farms sliced cheese, 2 for $5.
Home of the truckload buy saves you money for the lowest prices. Come to Cashwise Foods.
Back at Century High School, where Owatonna just capped off a 2-play, 13-yard touchdown drive as they got the ball in great field position due to a Blake Fisher interception, deflected off a Panther or a Husky, couldn't quite tell, but right into the arms of Fisher. As now Century on a kickoff return here, has some room, and it's Tankenvang, who's brought down at about the Owatonna 46-yard. We've got an injured Husky down on the field here, but Tankenvang took it on the run and got it to about midfield here. As Isaiah Farwell was the injured Husky, gets up on his own power. And tries to walk over the sidelines as he meets the Owatonna training staff, who will check on him just to make sure he's doing all right. And so he'll walk off onto the field under his own power. Good to see that. Hopefully just a stinger. And he'll be right back out there as essentially he'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. 4:18 to play, second quarter. Two receivers right, one to the left. Backus in at tight end. Severson in the shotgun has Elliott behind him in the pistol. As Severson takes the snap, he'll hand it off to Elliott, and Elliott gets maybe a yard there on the run, and actually they're going to say at the line of scrimmage, so no gain there for Elliott. Second down and 10 here for Century, as Darian Stronsky came in to make the stop for Owatonna. 35-0. Owatonna is our score. Century comes out, two receivers right, one to the left. Severson will hand it off to Elliott, who runs up the middle, and Elliott gets about 3 there in the carry. So third down and 7 here for the Panthers. Coming up on 3.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Century trying to get their third first down of the game. Had 2 on their opening drive, 1 courtesy of a penalty on Owatonna. They had a nice pass play to Jackson Esau, and besides that, offense has been hard to come by so far tonight for the Panthers. As we're going to get a timeout on the field here taken by Rochester Century, so we'll take a timeout here as well. Owatonna 35, Century 0, 3:04 to play in the first half. Back in 30 on AM 1390, KRFO and 94.7 FM.
This year marks a milestone for our community. Hometown Credit Union and KRFO are celebrating 50 years of supporting Owatonna High School Huskies football. As your proud community credit union, Hometown Credit Union is honored to sponsor this year's broadcasts of Huskies games. Just like KRFO has been your hometown voice, they've been your financial partner for half a century, helping you save, grow, and thrive. Let's cheer on the Huskies together. Hometown Credit Union, your trusted partner for financial success. Member NCUA.
Back at Century High School, where Owatonna leads the Panthers 35-0 with 3:04 to play in the first half. Owatonna looking to force a 3-and-out here. It's 3rd and 7 for Century at their own 49-yard line. They'll come out, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Tash in motion from left to right. Severson takes the snap, looks to throw over the middle, has a man, it's Esau, and a first down for Rochester Century. Just their 3rd first down of the game. Spotted at the Owatonna 42-yard line, so into Owatonna territory for the 2nd time tonight, as Nolan Ginsky made the tackle there for Owatonna. So 3rd reception for Esau on the night. Century has it 1st and 10. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Severson takes the snap, rolls right, looks to throw here. Now over the middle, has Esau. Esau has room inside the 20 and pushed down at about the 12. So another nice catch for Jackson Esau, who's been pretty much all of the offense tonight here for Century, and the Panthers knocked on the door for their first score of the evening. Into the red zone for the first time tonight. Now at 1st and 10 at the Owatonna 14-yard line. 2:14 to play in the half. Panthers have 1 timeout remaining, of course, plenty of time here. If anything, taking their time to avoid giving the football back to Owatonna. Bunch formation for the Panthers. 2 receivers left and right. Now they send Tesh in motion from left to right. They snap it, go end zone, and a diving catch attempt by Nathan Long. Ball just out of his reach, but a penalty marker flies. And it'll be on Owatonna. It'll be pass interference on the Huskies, and so that'll make it 1st down and goal for Rochester Century. Their first goal-to-goal situation of the evening with 1:52 to play. So it'll be 1st down and goal for Century at the 7. here on their first red zone trip of the night. Looking to avoid the shutout here. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Severson in the shotgun, takes the snap, throws, end zone, looking for long, and it's caught for a Panther touchdown. As the lights flicker back and forth here, just like they do at Owatonna High School after a touchdown. And actually, no, looks like it was Jackson Esau who got the reception there for the touchdown, not long. My mistake is as Century will line up here for the point after attempt. And actually, no, they'll take a timeout here prior to the extra point. And so we'll take a timeout here as well. Back in 30 seconds on AM 1390 KRFO.
There is nothing on the market like Connecticut water conditioners, and no better place to go for them than Garlic's Water Conditioning. Connecticut water softeners, filters, and drinking water systems are brilliantly engineered to be the most economical, efficient, and effective at improving the quality of your water. Capable of removing just about everything from water that isn't water. Garlic's Water Conditioning knows the water challenges in the area, so they can fashion a treatment that works. With a full line of water softeners, drinking water systems, and more, sign up for a free water analysis at garlicswater.com.
Back at Century High School, where the Panthers are on the board with their first touchdown of the night. It was a 7-yard touchdown reception as Buckman high snap on the kick, but it is through for 2. Through for 1. So extra point is good. 35-7, Rochester Century with 1:47 to play in the first half. As Jackson Esau gets the touchdown for Century. Light still going here at Century High School. As I've been told, as we come up to halftime here, I've been told that the Panther student section will throw blue baby powder into the air at halftime, so we'll try and avoid that. As I'm out in the bleachers here tonight, press box was full, so out in the bleachers here in the Century sideline, so try to avoid that baby powder on my gear out here on the stands. I've not come across that during my time as a broadcaster, baby powder being thrown by the Panther students, and unfortunately we're downwind, so it probably will be headed our way. As Buckman will come out and kick it away for the Panthers here with 1:47 to play in the second quarter. 35-7, Owatonna. Farwell, who was shaken up on the last kickoff, out back deep to receive for Owatonna. And this is a booming kick from Buckman, will go into the end zone for a touchback. And so the Owatonna offense will take over at their own 20-yard line. And so we'll have a full recap of the baby powder toss after that happens, because I'm very curious to see what this looks like. And it looks like they've got it all set up in their hands. And so we've got some generous Century fans who are offering a blanket to cover up my gear here. So apparently it's quite the extravagant celebration as Tice rolls out right, looks to throw, has Ginsky out of bounds at the 40. So a 21-yard pitch and catch for Tice to Ginsky. Huskies looking to add to their lead here. They got about a little under a 2-minute drill here, 1:42 to play in this first half. 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. 2 receivers right and 1 to the left. Tyson, the shotgun, has Graham to his left. Tice takes the snap, looks to throw. Fires left side, has Weber all alone. Weber tries to make a man miss and is pushed out of bounds in Panther territory at about the 49-yard line.
Evan Langer with the coverage.
As
That's another Husky first down.
in on the coverage there for Century was Evan Langer. So 1st and 10. Owatonna at the 50 is where they spot him out. I thought he might have gotten into Century territory, but they spotted at midfield. Tice now will throw. Has Johnson on the right side on the comeback route. Tries to cut it back upfield and gets brought down at the Century 41-yard line. Clock will continue to run. 2nd down and 1 here for Owatonna. Plenty of time here for Owatonna. 1:15 to play in the half, but still have all 3 timeouts. Clock will stop momentarily after a 1st down, but since only 9 there on the catch there for Johnson, the clock continues to run. Tice now will hand it off to Graham, who will get the 1st down and a little more, tackled at about the 35-yard line by number 2, Esau, and number 23, Aiden Yoakum. And so that'll give Owatonna a fresh set of downs. Clock will stop momentarily. 50 seconds and counting to play. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Tice in the shotgun. Graham to his left, takes a snap, looks to throw. Steps up into the pocket. Now we'll go end zone. Looking for Ginsky, and it is incomplete. Ginsky tried to lay out for that one, but couldn't quite get there in time. So that'll make it 2nd down and 10 for Owatonna. 38 seconds to play in the half. Panthers will get the football to start the 2nd half. Two receivers left, 1 to the right. Graham to the left of Tice, who's in the shotgun. He takes the snap, looks to throw. Fires end zone, looking for Ginsky, and it's incomplete, just over his head. So Huskies trying to take a few shots to the end zone here before the end of the half. Evan Langer in on the coverage there for Rochester Century. 33 seconds to play. 2 receivers left. 1 to the right. Harsid in at tight end. Tice in the shotgun. 3rd down and 10 here. Tice. Penalty marker flies as Tice will get brought down behind the line for a sack, but we'll see what the marker is. Clock will stop momentarily at 26 seconds. We'll see what the call is here. Sami Abdallah brought down Tice, but again, still awaiting the penalty. There's the ref still conferring here. It looks to be on Owatonna as they're checking with Century's coach. So it would be either 3rd and, if it's a hold, it would be, which I presume it is, it would either be 3rd and long or 4th and about 11 due to the sack. And actually a face mask called, personal foul face mask on Owatonna. Called, or declined by Rochester Century. And so that'll make it 4th down and 11 for Owatonna. Have to get it to the 25-yard line of Rochester Century. 26 seconds to play. Two receivers left, 1 to the right. Tice in the shotgun. Clock will now start to run. Tice steps up, fires right side over the head of Johnson, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And so Century will take over on downs. 18 seconds to play, just 1 timeout. We'll see if they try to take a shot or 2 downfield. Not really in Hail Mary territory. as the ball is at the Century 35-yard line. Two receivers right, one to the left here, so maybe Century will take a shot downfield and see what happens here. And then they will just run it to Elliott up the middle, and Elliott met at the line of scrimmage and driven back. And we'll see if they use any of their timeouts. They will not. And so the clock will expire here. And the baby powder does go up. The blue baby powder does go. I think it might just miss us as the wind's kind of pushing it back behind the students. And so right as time expired in the first half, the baby powder went up here on USA, and even some students getting out of the back of the student section. They were downwind looking to avoid the baby powder. So an interesting tradition here at Century High School as they throw up the baby powder here at the half. And so that'll do it for the first half. 35-7, Owatonna into the break. We'll be back with our first half report in 2 minutes on AM 1390 KRFO.
Owatonna Auto Clinic has the cure when that check engine light comes on. Let the car doctors get to work diagnosing the issue with a prescription to get it back on the road fast. The experts at Owatonna Auto Clinic will diagnose the issue, fixing only what needs to be repaired. That's how they've earned their reputation for honesty. They handle routine service too, like brakes and suspension work. The vehicle prescriptions always at Owatonna Auto Clinic, 902 Hoffman Drive. Check out OwatonnaAutoClinic.com.
Since the turn of the century, Federated Mutual Insurance Company and many of our employees have called Owatonna home. We work hand in hand with our neighbors through giving, volunteering, and focusing on community initiatives. We invest in this community because we love to see opportunities and advancements, such as the new high school and the downtown developments. We enjoy seeing the citizens of our great community continue to grow and thrive. And above all, we are proud to be part of Owatonna's rich history and all that Owatonna has to offer.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Owatonna holds family values in the highest regard in their relationships with customers, employees, vendors, and suppliers. We offer quality USDA choice and prime grade beef, farm fresh, all natural pork, chicken, and produce. Quality groceries and customer service from the first step into the store all the way to your car. We see that same commitment and effort put into Owatonna student activities. Fairway Meat and Grocery of Owatonna congratulates all coaches, parents, and student athletes for their efforts this year. Visit us on South Oak in Owatonna, open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 9 p.m., closed on Sunday.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. Do you want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits your home and budget, because everyone can use a little more comfort. Turn to your local Carrier experts, Owatonna Heating and Cooling today.
Looking for a dedicated real estate expert in Faribault or the surrounding areas? Meet Evan Knutson from Weikert Realty. Evan brings local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to helping you find the perfect home. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring, Evan's expertise and passion make the process smooth and stress-free. Don't just find a house, find a home with Evan Knutson at Weikert Realty. Visit Weikert.com or call 507-210-9140 and take the first step towards your dream home.
At Coyote, we know that getting your hands dirty is honest work, and we believe everyone should have a chance to get their hands dirty. That's why we've made 2 all-new CX compact tractor models with 24.5 horsepower Coyote diesel engines, including the CX 2510 HST featuring twin pedals. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Stop in and check out the full line at your local Coyote dealer, Northland Farm Systems, 2250 Austin Road in Owatonna. Online at northlandfarmsystems.com.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Ask Claremont Insurance Agency in Claremont if auto owners make sense for you. Go to ClaremontAgency.com.
Back at Rochester Century High School, where the Huskies lead the Panthers 35-7 here at the half, as the Rochester Century dance team just wrapped up a performance here at halftime, and the Century Marching Band now will take the field in full uniform tonight. Had quite the pregame show, so kudos to the Century Band. But Owatonna got the scoring started early in this one on just their third play of the game. Nolan Ginsick had a 78-yard touchdown reception, caught it at about the Century 40-45-yard line, took off a few tackles, made a few moves, and then took it all the way to the house to make it 7-0. Then Century on their first drive of the game had a few first downs, a couple nice pass plays, but ended up turning it over on downs as they were in Owatonna territory. And then Owatonna would score on their next 3 offensive drives. Seth Johnson, 20-yard touchdown. Tristan Graham, 1-yard touchdown run. And Luke Weber, 48-yard touchdown reception. As on that Tristan Graham touchdown run, that was actually a one-play, 1-yard touchdown drive as Owatonna blocked Century's punt. They went 3 and out. Got the punt blocked. Darian Stronsky recovered it at the 1. And then Graham ran it in. And it was difficult for Century to find much of anything on offense. Luke Weber did have a touchdown in the second quarter. He was the last touchdown for Owatonna. Had a 13-yard touchdown grab. And just before the end of the first half, Century got on the board with a 7-yard touchdown reception to junior receiver Jackson Esau. Made it 35-7. Owatonna got the ball to about midfield after that. Took a few shots to the end zone, couldn't convert. And so that left it 35-7, which is our score here at the break. So it's been all Owatonna so far here tonight, as the Huskies looking to move to 5-0 on the season. Century winless on the year, came into tonight 0-4, and Owatonna looks well on their way. They're moving to 5-0 here, but still one more half to play against Century. Panthers will get the football to start the second half. With that, we'll pause for another 2 minutes and be back with more. You're listening to Husky Football on AM 1390 KRFO.
Home of the truckload buy saves you money for the lowest prices. Come to Cash-Wise Foods.
Get remarkably fresh savings when you download the More Rewards app. Pick up 2.5-pound packs of fresh 80% lean ground beef quarter-pound patties for $8. Avocados, 5 for $3, and select varieties of Crystal Farms sliced cheese, 2 for $5.
Home of the truckload buy saves you money for the lowest prices. Come to Cash-Wise Foods.
This year marks a milestone for our community. Hometown Credit Union and KRFO are celebrating 50 years of supporting Owatonna High School Huskies football. As your proud community credit union, Hometown Credit Union is honored to sponsor this year's broadcasts of Huskies games. Just like KRFO has been your hometown voice, they've been your financial partner for half a century, helping you save, grow, and thrive. Let's cheer on the Huskies together. Hometown Credit Union, your trusted partner for financial success. Member NCUA.
There is nothing on the market like Connecticut water conditioners, and no better place to go for them than Garlic's Water Conditioning. Connecticut water softeners, filters, and drinking water systems are brilliantly engineered to be the most economical, efficient, and effective at improving the quality of your water. Capable of removing just about everything from water that isn't water. Garlic's Water Conditioning knows the water challenges in the area, so they can fashion a treatment that works. With a full line of water softeners, drinking water systems, and more, sign up for a free water analysis at garlicswater.com.
Owatonna Auto Clinic has the cure when that check engine light comes on. Let the car doctors get to work diagnosing the issue with a prescription to get it back on the road fast. The experts at Owatonna Auto Clinic will diagnose the issue, fixing only what needs to be repaired. That's how they've earned their reputation for honesty. They handle routine service too, like brakes and suspension work. The vehicle prescriptions always at Owatonna Auto Clinic, 902 Hoffman Drive. Check out OwatonnaAutoClinic.com.
Federated Mutual Insurance Company is passionate about the care and enrichment of the next generation. At the heart of our charitable focus is youth mentoring and our support of Big Brothers Big Sisters. We are proud of our employees who are currently volunteering to be a big brother, big sister, big couple, or a big family, and yet there are hundreds of children still waiting for a big. Ignite your year. Empower potential today. Consider this your personal invitation to learn more about Big Brothers Big Sisters. Together, we can make a difference.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Owatonna holds family values in the highest regard in their relationships with customers, employees, vendors, and suppliers. We offer quality USDA choice and prime grade beef, farm fresh, all natural pork, chicken, and produce. Quality groceries and customer service from the first step into the store all the way to your car. We see that same commitment and effort put into Owatonna student activities. Fairway Meat and Grocery of Owatonna congratulates all coaches, parents, and student athletes for their efforts this year. Visit us on South Oak in Owatonna, open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 9 p.m., closed on Sunday.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. Do you want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits your home and budget, because everyone can use a little more comfort. Turn to your local Carrier experts, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, today.
Back at Rochester Century High School, where Owatonna leads the Panthers 35-7 here at the half. And what a half it was for Owatonna. 4 drives, 4 touchdowns to start the game for Owatonna. We'll run through some scores from around Class 5A. The other North Star South Maroon District games. Oh, lost my scores there for a second. We'll get those right back. With 9 minutes to play in the second quarter, at least that was the last update. New Prague 7, Rochester John Marshall 6. So a close game over at New Prague High School between the Trojans and the Rockets. And see if we have a score from the other North Star South Maroon game tonight between Northfield and Chaska. And yes, at the end of the first half, Chaska 7, Northfield 0. And some other games of note. Mankato West, who Owatonna plays next week. With 2 minutes to play in the second, they lead Chanhassen 21-13. The number 1 ranked team in Class 5A, Alexandria, is... Oh, did I lose that score? Nope. 41-3 over Brainerd. With a minute to play in the second quarter in that one. Owatonna ranked number 3 in the state. The number 2 ranked team is Moorhead. They, at the half, lead St. Cloud Tech 48-0. See, the number 4 ranked team is Andover. They're tied with Spring Lake Park at the end of the first half. Number 5, Robbinsdale Armstrong up 14-0 over number 9, St. Thomas Academy with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Number 6, Elk River, who lost last week, up 51-12 at the half over Sauk Rapids Rice. And I mentioned West over Chanhassen. West is ranked 7, 21-13. And then number 8, Mankato East, 21-20 over Waconia at the end of the first half. So those are some scores from around Class 5A. Here's Owatonna leads Rochester Century 35-7. And we'll have that second half coming up shortly. You're listening to Husky Football on AM 1390 KRFO. Back in 2 minutes, we'll have updates from other OHS sports. Back in 2 minutes.
Looking for a dedicated real estate expert in Faribault or the surrounding areas? Meet Evan Knutson from Weikert Realty. Evan brings local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to helping you find the perfect home. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring, Evan's expertise and passion make the process smooth and stress-free. Don't just find a house, find a home with Evan Knutson at Weikert Realty. Visit Weikert.com or call 507-210-9140 and take the first step towards your dream home.
At Coyote Tractor, we hold dirt in the highest regard. We want you to get out there and play in it. So we're digging up cash back and 0% financing offers on tractors, UTVs, and ZTRs. Coyote, we dig dirt. Offer cannot be combined. Financing subject to credit approval. Some restrictions apply. See your authorized Coyote Tractor dealer for details.
Stop in and check out the full line at your local Coyote dealer. Northland Farm Systems, 2250 Austin Road in Owatonna. Online at northlandfarmsystems.com.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Ask Claremont Insurance Agency in Claremont if auto owners make sense for you. Go to ClaremontAgency.com.
Home of the truckload buy saves you money for the lowest prices. Come to Cash Wise Foods.
Get remarkably fresh savings when you download the More Rewards app. Pick up 2.5-pound packs of fresh 80% lean ground beef quarter-pound patties for $8. Avocados, 5 for $3, and select varieties of Crystal Farms sliced cheese, 2 for $5.
Home of the truckload buy saves you money for the lowest prices. Come to Cash Wise Foods.
Back at Century High School, about ready to start our second half in our game between Owatonna and the Panthers. 35-7, Owatonna is our score. We'll run through some updates from other fall sports for Owatonna. In girls tennis, the Huskies will be playing at the Big Non-Conference Tournament tomorrow right here in Rochester at the legendary Kutsky Park for the Big Non-Conference Tournament. In boys soccer, the Huskies lost last night on the road in Northfield 1-0. They're back in action tomorrow on the road against Rochester John Marshall. That match will start at 4 o'clock. Senior night for the boys team will be next Thursday as they host Rochester Mayo. In girls soccer, Owatonna tied Northfield last night 1-1. The girls soccer team's next match will be their senior night Tuesday at home against Faribault. And then in volleyball, the Huskies beat Rochester Century last night 3-1. Next home match for Owatonna is Thursday against Albert Lee at Federated Gymnasium at OHS. And then girls swim and dive has an invitational tomorrow up at the University of Minnesota. Owatonna's top 5 homecoming kings and queens were also announced last week, so we'll run through those quick. The top 5 kings for Owatonna: Blake Fitcher, Finn Lovelace, Blake Davison, Eli Grossland, and Nolan Ginsky. Top 5 queens for Owatonna: Asa Lewis, Avery Roush, Kennedy Katsung, Kelly Wepa, and Nora Kath. The top 5 kings and queens for Owatonna, as that'll be announced next week. Who the homecoming king and queen are, of course, homecoming next Friday for Owatonna as they play host to Rochester Century. It should be a top 10 matchup in Class 5A. Should be a great game. We'll have that one for you, of course, right here at AM 1390 KRFO. But it'll be the homecoming festivities next week for Owatonna all throughout the week with coronation, the homecoming parade, the game on Friday night, and then, of course, the annual homecoming dance Saturday evening. As we get set for the start of the second half, here Seth Johnson will kick it away. Actually, is that Seth Johnson? That might be another kicker for Owatonna. I can't quite tell the number, and yes, it is. It appears to be number 19, Landon Sturgis, the junior kicker / punter for Owatonna. So he will boot it away for the Huskies. Tesh and Tankenberg back deep to receive for Century as Tesh takes it on the run at the 10 and gets met by Farwell at about the 25-yard line. And so that's where the Panthers will take over to start their second half. Down 28 here.
First down, Kane Severson.
As the Panthers will come out here. First down and 10, trips to the left, one receiver right. Severson in the shotgun has Backus to his left. Severson takes a snap, throws over the middle, looking for Esau, incomplete. Luke Weber there in the coverage, got a hand on that one to knock it away. So that'll make it second down and 10 for Rochester Century.
Second down.
Ball at the 26-yard line is where they ended up spotting it for the Panthers. Here, Century comes out, two receivers left, one to the right. Backus in now at tight end. Elliott in at shotgun. The running back. Severson, the quarterback, takes it himself on the design QB keeper, and he's brought down after about a 2-yard gain maybe there. So third down and 8 here for Century here on their first possession of the game. Faked the handoff to Elliott, then ran left off tackle. Tried to cut it upfield, but just couldn't find any room.
Gain of a couple, third down and 8.
Century here looking to the sideline for the play here. Getting the signal from their offensive coordinator. And now 10 seconds on the play clock here as they break the huddle. Now 5 seconds here. Trips to the right, one receiver left. They get the snap off just in time. Severson will throw over the middle, and it's intercepted by Weber. What a grab by him. He laid out to make the play there. Ball was thrown past the intended receiver, Esau, and Weber laid out for that one and hauled it in right at midfield. What a play by Luke Weber. Second interception of the game for Owatonna. The first for Weber. The first was by Blake Fitcher. And Luke Weber comes away with the INT. And so now Owatonna will start the second half, their first drive of the second half, right at midfield. As they hand off to Graham. Graham tries to spurt forward for a couple, gets about 4 there. It'll be second down and 6 here for Owatonna. Aiden Yoakum in on the stop there for Rochester Century. 10:40 to play here. Third quarter. Owatonna 35, Rochester Century 7. Trips to the left here for Owatonna. Tyson the shotgun, Graham to his left. Tice takes the snap. He'll hand off to Graham, who runs left. Has a nice hole. Graham, first down and more. Graham inside the 30, brought down at the 28-yard line by number 25, Evan Langer, who came in to wrap him up. So first and 10, Owatonna at the Century 29-yard line. But a 15-yard carry there for Graham. Trips to the right here for the Huskies. Harstead in at tight end left side. Graham to the left of Tice, who is in the shotgun. Tice takes the snap, looks to throw here. Steps up into the pocket, fires deep ball right side looking for Ginsky. It's caught at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Nolan Ginsky. That makes it 41-7. Owatonna as they strike first here in the second half. A 29-yard touchdown reception for Nolan Ginsky. Landon Sturgis on now for the extra point. Langenberg will hold. Snap, spot, kick on the way is up and good to make it 42-7. Owatonna by 35 with 9:39 to play in the third quarter. Back in 30 on AM 1390 KRFO and 94.7 FM.
This year marks a milestone for our community. Hometown Credit Union and KRFO are celebrating 50 years of supporting Owatonna High School Huskies football. As your proud community credit union, Hometown Credit Union is honored to sponsor this year's broadcasts of Huskies games. Just like KRFO has been your hometown voice, they've been your financial partner for half a century, helping you save, grow, and thrive. Let's cheer on the Huskies together. Hometown Credit Union, your trusted partner for financial success. Member NCUA.
Back at Gentry High School, where the Huskies just capped off another touchdown drive. This time it was Nolan Ginsky with his second receiving touchdown of the night. This one from 29 yards out. That drive started at midfield for Owatonna thanks to an interception, an excellent, superb, athletic play by Luke Weber to lay out for the interception there to start that drive for Owatonna, as Sturgis will kick it away for Owatonna. It'll be taken by number 35 for Century at the 14-yard line as he tries to cut up field and brought down at the 20. That's Jackson Spearman, a sophomore for Rochester Century. And so now Century will come back out onto the field for offense. Looks like the Owatonna starters are still in the ball game here on defense. Still plenty of time here left in the third quarter. Want to make sure you get you guys some run here. But Owatonna well on their way to a victory, as it's been all Huskies on both sides of the football, offense and defense. And Century, besides their one touchdown drive, has struggled on offense tonight. Two receivers right, one to the left. Century takes the snap with about 2 seconds on the play clock. And it's a strip sack. No, they say incomplete. Thought that might have been a fumble, as it looked like Owatonna knocked that one down. So Severson brought the ball back to throw it and got his arm hit there, and the ball came loose. Looked from my angle like a fumble, but they call incomplete and say that Severson's hand was moving forward there on that pass. And so Century dodges one there. 2nd down and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Two receivers right, one to the left. Bang, bang play. Elliott runs, spins, and gets maybe a yard there on the run. And Elliott, they say, got back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. Zach Daner made the stop. But yeah, close play there. It's a close call. Referees go with incomplete instead of fumble, but it was a nice play there by Owatonna to even force it. Now Stronsky brings pressure, and Severson just has to get rid of it. And a penalty marker comes in late after the hit, so potentially a roughing the passer call here. We'll see what the call is. And it is a personal foul, roughing the passer on Owatonna. Looks like a pretty good hit there from Stronsky, but that'll be a 1st down for the Panthers on the roughing the passer call. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 37-yard line. 8:44 to play, third quarter. Owatonna 42, Rochester Century 7. Two receivers left, two to the right. Severson in the shotgun, Elliott to his left. And a flag before the snap, so another penalty marker down. It'll be a false start on Century. Will back them up 5, make it First down and 5. First down and 15 for Century after the 5-yard penalty. We're backing them up to their own 32-yard line. They come out same formation, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Severson in the shotgun, looks to throw here on 1st and long. Fires a deep ball looking for Tesh and just past his outstretched arms. Incomplete. So that'll make it 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Lozowski in on the coverage there for Owatonna. Tesh, I mentioned the intended receiver. 8:38 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Panthers will come out, trips to the right, 1 receiver left. Severson in the shotgun has Elliott to his left. Huskies bring pressure here as Severson under pressure, steps up into the pocket, on the run, tries a shovel pass out of bounds, and incomplete. He just wanted to get rid of that one to avoid the sack as Owatonna brought the house. Nice job by Severson to elude the pressure, but just had to get rid of it. So that'll make it 3rd down and 15 for Century. So they did get 1 first down on this drive, courtesy of a roughing the passer penalty on Owatonna. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Severson in the shotgun. Sends Tesh in motion from left to right, takes the snap. Throws over the middle, is tipped up into the air and intercepted by Nolan Ginsky. 3rd interception of the night for Owatonna, the 1st for Ginsky. And Owatonna will take over at the Century 45-yard line. It was a slant route. Severson's pass deflected high up into the air, and Ginsky there for the interception. So back-to-back possessions here in this 2nd half for Century, ending in interceptions. The first picked off by Weber, and then Ginsky gets in on the action with the pick. And so Owatonna will start 1st and 10 at the Panther 45. Tice hands off to Graham. Graham has a nice move, run, cuts it back, and gets brought down after about a 7-yard pickup down to the 38-yard line. Evan Langer made the stop for Rochester Century. Coming up on 8 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Owatonna 42, Rochester Century 7. Trips to the left for Owatonna. Carter Flatland now into the ballgame at running back. He gets the call, and he gets about 8 there on the carry. Down to the 30-yard line of Rochester Century, so it'll be a fresh set of downs for Owatonna. 7:36 to play here in the 3rd quarter. As we've got Michael Heitkamp in at quarterback now for Owatonna. 5'9", 214-pound senior. Flatland to his right. Weber, Ginsky, and Johnson in at receiver. Throw in the middle from Heitkamp is caught. A diving catch by Weber. No, they say incomplete. Didn't get underneath that one. So it'll make it 2nd down and 10 for Owatonna. Heitkamp's pass a little too low there. As they say, Weber did not get underneath it as he tried to make that play. So 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Heitkamp in the shotgun has Flatland to his right. Heitkamp takes the snap, looks to throw here. Fires a deep ball right side and incomplete, looking for Ginsky. As Evan Langer was in on the coverage there along with Jackson Esau for Rochester Century. 3rd down and 10 for the Huskies. 7:05 to play in the 3rd quarter, still with a 35-point lead. 2 receivers right, one to the left, Heitkamp, in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to throw here on 3rd down. Fires right side, has Johnson past the 1st down marker.
Seth Johnson with the reception.
Runs out of bounds at about the 19-yard line, so an 11-yard pitch and catch from Heitkamp to Johnson. It looks like Owatonna's starting offensive line and receivers are all still in the game. Just Heitkamp and Flatland in for Tice and Graham. Heitkamp in the shotgun, trips to the left here, takes the snap. They run it with Flatland, who gets about 2 there in the carry. So they'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for Owatonna. Into the red zone again tonight. This red zone trip brought to you by Garlic's Water Conditioning. Trips to the left here for the Huskies. Heitkamp shotgun. Flatland to his left. Takes the snap. They'll hand off to Flatland, who's wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage there, back at the original line of scrimmage. So that'll make it 3rd down and 10 for the Huskies here.
Flatland with the carry. Lee Meyer with the stop. 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10. Owatonna 5:42 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Huskies looking to add to their 35-point lead. As the Panther mascot has joined the cheerleaders down on the track with the pom-poms for some cheers. Panther faithful still cheering their team on here as Heitkamp goes over the middle for Ginsky off his hands on the drag route. So that'll make it 4th down and 10 for Owatonna. We'll see if they keep the offense on the field here. They are within the range of Seth Johnson. Of course, he has checked out for Landon Sturgis now here in the 3rd quarter, but we'll see what they do here. If they go for the extra player, they try for 3, and it looks like they will keep the offense on the field here. 4th and 10. Trips to the left, 1 receiver right. Heitkamp takes the snap, looks to throw. Under pressure, steps up into the pocket. Now he's going to take off and run. He's got some room. Brought down near the 1st down marker. Did he get there? I don't believe he did. I think he's a yard short. Needed 10, got 9 there for Heitkamp on the QB scramble. And so it'll be a turnover on downs for Owatonna. Can't capitalize off the Ginsky interception. And now some new players in on defense for Owatonna. Number 88, Isaiah Farwell. Junior defensive back is checked in, as has number 17, senior defensive back Terrell Miller. Vicente Chavez into the game, junior cornerback. Severson takes a snap, hands off to Elliott, who gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Max Elliott with a carry.
Number 65, senior Patrick Anderson in on the defensive line for Owatonna now as well. So 2nd down and 10 here for the Panthers at their own 11-yard line. They come out 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Severson in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to throw. Looking for a man on the slant. It's incomplete. Looking for Nathan Long. Big target is Long, 6'4", sophomore for the Panthers. A little too high on that pass. Makes it 3rd down and 10 for Century. Isaiah Farwell in on the coverage. And now Michael Heitkamp, who came in as QB, doubling as a linebacker now on offense for Owatonna. Carter Flatland also into the ball game for the Huskies on defense. As is number 28, senior linebacker Mitchell Clark into the ballgame. Severson sets up a screen for Elliott. Elliott has some room here, and Elliott gets the first down, still on his feet, and brought down at about the 30-yard line. So a 19-yard pickup there for Century on 3rd and 10. Isaiah Farwell made the tackle. Now a substitution here on defense is again for Owatonna. Carson Bach, sophomore linebacker, checks in for Blake Fitcher. Two receivers right, two to the left for Severson in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Severson over the middle. It's caught on a drag route by number 27 for Rochester Century, Adam Rice, another sophomore for the Panthers. Very young team for the Panthers. Luke Weber made the tackle there for Owatonna. Again, two receivers left, two to the right for Rochester Century. Now a man in motion, and they go back to Rice, who was the man in motion, incomplete. Weber in on the coverage there for Owatonna. 3rd down and 4 now for the Panthers. 3:29 to play in the 3rd quarter, 42-7. Owatonna with the lead here. Now another sub in on defense for Owatonna. Number 13, Nolan Roloff, sophomore defensive back, checks in for Owatonna. Rice in motion from left to right. They throw it to him and tries to make a move, and Roloff is there to tackle him and bring him down. Nice play by the sophomore, just checked in off the bench for Owatonna. 4th down and 4 here for Century, and they'll send the punt team out. Roloff and Chavez back deep to receive, and actually just Roloff back deep to receive as Buckman on to punt for the Panthers. Gets the punt away. It's a booming punt. Roloff has to backtrack, and he'll let it roll. And it'll be down by the Panthers at the Owatonna 14-yard line. So a nice punt there by Buckman to flip the field. We got a flag right at midfield. So I didn't see what that was as I was looking at the ball rolling down the field. No return there on the play, so not sure what the call is here. We'll await the officials. It was 4th and 4. And so the ref's still conferring here. Again, flag thrown at about midfield. And so not where the punt took place, but also not where the ball bounced and rolled out of bounds. So there must have been something on the trek down the field between one of the teams, as ref's still talking this one over. Not quite sure what's going on here. We got 2:35 to play in the 3rd, 42-7, Owatonna with the lead, and as of right now, the football. Now we'll get to the call from the official. Personal foul on Rochester Century and an Owatonna, so offsetting penalties.
Personal foul against both teams. Both teams, 1st down.
So again, didn't see what happened there, but those penalties will offset. And so Owatonna will take over at their own 14-yard line here. Some new linemen in for the Huskies. Number 68, senior Charlie Doulis into the ball game. Number 55, Eli Black, a junior for the Huskies, also checking in. Can't quite make out the numbers. Number 77, Caden Keller, another junior for Owatonna, in at center. Snaps it to Heitkamp, who hands out to Flatland. Flatland runs left, has a hole here into the 30 and brought down at the 35-yard line. And so we've got an injured Panther on the play as he made the play out of bounds. Can't quite tell who that is on the Panther sideline here. And so the Panther training staff will attend to him. Halverson now in at tight end. Bentley Arvig also coming on now as a receiver for Century. Trips to the right here for Owatonna. Halverson at tight end on the left side. Heitkamp in the shotgun. Flatland back there with him. Sends Arvig in motion from right to left. They hand off to Flatland, who's dropped right away on the... as soon as he gets the football by Sami Abdallah. .2:11 to play here in the second quarter. Owatonna up 35, 42-7. Two receivers right. It's Arvig and Farwell. Terrell Miller split out on the left side. Halverson in at tight end. Heitkamp now will come out under center with Flatland in the backfield. Heitkamp takes the snap, fakes the handoff, little play action for Owatonna. Heitkamp rolls right, throws it over the middle, and knocked away by Owen Tomanello. And so third down and 10 here for Owatonna. As we come up on a minute and a half to play here in the third quarter. Huskies will come out here, trips to the right. Arvig, Miller, and Farwell. Halverson tight end left side, and a timeout taken by Owatonna. So we'll take a timeout here as well. Back in 1 minute on AM 1390 KRFO.
There is nothing on the market like Kinetico water conditioners, and no better place to go for them than Garlic's Water Conditioning. Kinetico water softeners, filters, and drinking water systems are brilliantly engineered to be the most economical, efficient, and effective at improving the quality of your water. Capable of removing just about everything from water that isn't water. Garlic's Water Conditioning knows the water challenges in the area, so they can fashion a treatment that works. With a full line of water softeners, drinking water systems, and more, sign up for a free water analysis at garlicswater.com.
Owatonna Auto Clinic has the cure when that check engine light comes on. Let the car doctors get to work diagnosing the issue with a prescription to get it back on the road fast. The experts at Owatonna Auto Clinic will diagnose the issue, fixing only what needs to be repaired. That's how they've earned their reputation for honesty. They handle routine service too, like brakes and suspension work. The vehicle prescriptions always at Owatonna Auto Clinic, 902 Hoffman Drive. Check out OwatonnaAutoClinic.com.
Back at Century High School, where we got a minute 33 to play in the third quarter. Owatonna 42, Rochester Century 7. Huskies have it third down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Two receivers left. It's Arvig and Miller. One receiver right is Farwell. Heitkamp in the shotgun has Flatland to his left. Heitkamp takes a snap, looks to throw under pressure, and gets away from the pressure. And he'll take off and run for it. Heitkamp will get the first down. Needed 10, got 12 for Michael Heitkamp on the QB keeper. Did a great job avoiding the sack. Stayed on his feet and got the first down. So a fresh set of downs for the Huskies. As number 58, junior Tyson Kruder, now on the offensive line for Owatonna. Two receivers right, one to the left. Heitkamp takes the snap, gets it to Flatland, who runs up the middle and gets maybe 3 there on the call. So second down and 7 for Owatonna. Caden Krause made the stop for Century. That could be the final play for Owatonna if they wanted to go into the fourth quarter. There's about a second differential between the game clock and play clock. Two receivers right, one to the left. Heitkamp in the shotgun, takes the snap. It's a low snap through his legs, and he just dives in the football at about the 40-yard line. And so not what Owatonna wanted to end this third quarter. And it'll be third down and long when we come back for the fourth quarter in 1 minute on AM 1390 KRFO.
Since the turn of the century, Federated Mutual Insurance Company and many of our employees have called Owatonna home. We work hand in hand with our neighbors through giving, volunteering, and focusing on community initiatives. We invest in this community because we love to see opportunities and advancements, such as the new high school and the downtown developments. We enjoy seeing the citizens of our great community continue to grow and thrive. And above all, we are proud to be part of Owatonna's rich history and all that Owatonna has to offer.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Owatonna holds family values in the highest regard in their relationships with customers, employees, vendors, and suppliers. We offer quality USDA choice and prime grade beef, farm fresh, all natural pork, chicken, and produce. Quality groceries and customer service from the first step into the store all the way to your car. We see that same commitment and effort put into Owatonna student activities. Fairway Meat and Grocery of Owatonna congratulates all coaches, parents, and student athletes for their efforts this year. Visit us on South Oak in Owatonna, open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 9 p.m., closed on Sundays.
Back at Century High School, about ready to start the fourth quarter of our game tonight between Owatonna and the Panthers. 42-7 is our score. Huskies have it third down and 16 from their own 41-yard line after a botched snap. And drove them back. Heitkamp in the shotgun. Two receivers left and right. Throws into the flat to Flatland. Tries to make a man miss. Flatland still on his feet. And gets to about the 50. So it'll be fourth down and 7 for Owatonna if they choose to go for it here. As in on the play for Century was Tankumvang. Fourth down and 8. They spotted at the 49 of Owatonna here. And we'll see if they keep the offense on the field. Looks like they will. As they're going for it, Arvig and Farwell split out left side. Miller to the right. Tight end is Halverson. Now 4 on the play clock. Heitkamp with 2, with 1. Gets the snap off. Fakes the snap. Throws over to Arvig. And he fumbled, no, incomplete. They say it was a forward pass, and so that'll be a turnover on downs. Whoa, and maybe a little extracurricular between both teams at the end of that play as a flag flies. And so believe it was after the play, so it should still be Century football. But we'll see what the call is there. As a Husky and a Panther got tied up and had a little extracurricular there. Personal foul on Owatonna. And so, yeah, the extracurricular on Owatonna, so that'll move up Century all the way up to the 34-yard line. So that's where the Panthers will take over at the Owatonna 34. Two receivers right, one to the left. New quarterback in, I believe, for Century. Yes, it is number 16, Jarek Solak in at QB. Takes a snap, hands off to his new running back, and that is number 30. I think it's number 33. Let me get confirmation. There it is, number 33, Trevor Stroshine. Another sophomore for the Panthers.
Max Flemke for the tackle.
Max Flemke brought him down. Century on 2nd down and 9, runs it again with Stroshine, and he gets to about the 30. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for Rochester Century. 10-10 to play here in the ball game. Two receivers right, one to the left. Solak in the shotgun. Stroshine back there with him. They give it to Stroshine, who gets met at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to say no gain in the play there for him, so it'll make it 4th down and 6 for Century. I'm sure they'll keep the offense on the field here. Eli Black made the play for Owatonna. So 4th down here for the Panthers. As the Panthers break the huddle here, Solak in the shotgun has two receivers right and one to the left. Backuston at tight end. Stroshine with a single back. They take the snaps. Solak throws, deep ball, end zone, incomplete. Was looking for Miles Tesh there. The lefty's pass too far out in front of him there. As now under 9 minutes here in the 4th quarter, so the clock will continue to run on the running time rule with a 35-point lead, under 9 minutes to play in the game. So running time now the rest of the way here at Century High School. So a turnover on downs there for Century, gets it back to Owatonna. As a new quarterback for the Huskies is Aiden Tackman, 5'11" sophomore for Owatonna. Two receivers right, one to the left for him. He hands off to Flatland, who runs left in between the tackles and gets maybe a yard. I think they might give him a loss of 1 there on the call. So 2nd down and 11 for Owatonna. 8 minutes and counting to play here in this one. Yes, well, Tackman will come out here. One receiver left. It's Miller. Two to the right, Farwell and Arvig. Halverson in at tight end, left side. Tackman has Flatland to his right. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, now throws to Arvig. Arvig turns it upfield and spun not out of bounds, just short of out of bounds on the right side by about a 4-yard pickup. Langer there on the stop for the Panthers. So 3rd down and about 7 here for Owatonna. 7:12 to play. Two receivers left, Arvig and Farwell. One to the right, it's Miller. Tackman shotgun has Flatland to his right. Single high safety for Rochester Century. Now Flatland over to the left side is the "I believe that we will win" chant. Whoa, got some movement up front. Whoa. Some movement up front and then a flag after.
Number 16, Aiden Tackman.
So it looked like a false start. And then they kind of were delayed and throwing the flag and blowing the whistle to blow the play dead, and then Tackman was hit by a Panther after the play, and a flag came in the backfield, and it looks like they're going to wave that off. So that flag in the backfield was just to reference the false start. And so that'll back up Owatonna, make it 3rd down and 12. As the clock has stopped. Must stop on the penalty call. So Owatonna looking to stay on offense here. As now the clock will continue to run. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Tackman has Flatland to his left. Tackman takes the snap, looks to throw here, steps up, fires a deep ball left side, has Arvig all alone, incomplete. As Matt Berg came over to knock that one away at the very last second. Otherwise, Arvig might have had a touchdown there. There was no one ahead of him. And they're going to send the punt unit on here now for Owatonna. As Landon Sturgis will boot it away here. Adam Rice back deep to receive for Rochester Century. And the punt will bounce at the Century 47-yard line, and it'll be downed at about the Century 36, so that's where the Panther offense will take over. Another new Husky out onto the field. Junior linebacker number 23, Isaiah Carrion Sorensen, into the ball game for Owatonna. As is number 18, Mason Klecker, junior for the Huskies. Two receivers left, 1 to the right. Solak in the shotgun. Sends Tesh in motion from left to right. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff and runs left. And he's brought down by number 87, who's come on for Owatonna, Alec Galland, a junior. And a flag comes in toward the end of that play. And so we'll see what the call is here. Personal foul, horse collar on Owatonna. That'll move the Panthers up forward as another new player onto the field here for Owatonna. And junior number 24, Nathan Gronley, will check in for junior number 25, Gavin Worrell. Two receivers right, 1 to the left for Solak, who's in the shotgun. So he takes the snap, hands off, and brought down there by Gronley. As another new Husky into the ballgame, number 84, whose name I do not know, not in the program that I have for Owatonna, so we'll get that checked out next week to confirm who number 84 is for Owatonna, who has come on late here in this one. 42-7 the score. Owatonna with the lead, 3:40 and counting to play. Running time now here at Century High School. Two receivers right, 1 to the left. Solak in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off to Stroheim. Stroheim tries to bounce it out left side and is brought down by Gronley.
Nathan Gronley with the tackle.
So 3rd down and 8 here for Rochester Century. Ball at the Owatonna 35-yard line. We go trips to the right. Solak in the shotgun. As Owatonna will bring some pressure here. As Solak throws deep down the field, incomplete. I was looking for long there. So it'll make it 4th down and 8 for Century. Mason Klecker on the coverage there for Owatonna. Number 8, Logan Langenberg, also into the game now for Owatonna. Two receivers right, one to the left. Solak in the shotgun. Looks to throw here. Fires left side, incomplete. Nobody home there. That was on 4th down, so that'll be a turnover on down. So Owatonna can just run the ball out here to walk away from Century High School with the win, 42-7. And they'll take a few kneel downs here. They come away with the win, advance to 5-0. But the big one next week, a top 10 matchup in Class 5A between Owatonna and Century. Owatonna and Mankato West. Owatonna homecoming. Couldn't ask for a better atmosphere and a more meaningful game. It'll be next week right here on AM 1390 KRFO. Now another quarterback in for Owatonna. Number 12, Christian Flores, a junior quarterback for the Huskies, checks into the game. Number 30 in, Carson Bach, the running back, and he gets the call and gets about 9 there on that run.
Christian Flores is the quarterback.
So Owatonna just needs to run one more play here.
Carson Bach with a carry.
Cooper All also into the game, number 22 for Owatonna. And a wide receiver. Langenberg also a wide receiver. Flores. Takes the snap, and he'll hand off to Bach once more, who will get the first down. Continues to drive forward and will get the first down and into Century Panther territory, and that should do it.
Davis, number 49.
Here tonight, as don't need to run another play, and yeah, both teams now will come out into the handshake line, and so the final score, Owatonna 42, Rochester Century 7. Back with our post-game show in 2 minutes on AM 1390 KRFO.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. Do you want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits your home and budget, because everyone can use a little more comfort. Turn to your local Carrier experts, Owatonna Heating and Cooling today.
Looking for a dedicated real estate expert in Faribault or the surrounding areas? Meet Evan Knutson from Weikert Realty. Evan brings local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to helping you find the perfect home. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring, Evan's expertise and passion make the process smooth and stress-free. Don't just find a house, find a home with Evan Knutson at Weikert Realty. Visit Weikert.com or call 507-210-9140 and take the first step towards your dream home.
At Coyote, we know that getting your hands dirty is honest work, and we believe everyone should have a chance to get their hands dirty. That's why we've made 2 all-new CX compact tractor models with 24.5 horsepower Coyote diesel engines, including the CX 2510 HST featuring twin pedals. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Stop in and check out the full line at your local Coyote dealer, Northland Farm Systems, 2250 Austin Road in Owatonna. Online at northlandfarmsystems.com.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Ask Claremont Insurance Agency in Claremont if auto owners make sense for you. Go to ClaremontAgency.com.
Back here at Rochester Century High School, where Owatonna wins big 42-7 to move to 5-0 on the season. And Rochester Century falls to 0-5 on the year. Owatonna got the scoring started right away. Third play of the game, a 78-yard touchdown reception to Nolan Ginsky. Huskies actually scored a touchdown on their first 4 drives, so it was Ginsky to start from 78. Then Seth Johnson had a 20-yard touchdown reception. Tristan Graham had a 1-yard touchdown run, courtesy of a blocked punt by Owatonna, recovered at the 1-yard line by Darian Stronsky. And then Luke Weber got in on the scoring with a 48-yard touchdown reception. That made it 28-0 Owatonna. And Blake Fitcher had an interception, which set up an Owatonna drive that resulted in another Luke Weber touchdown from 13 yards out. And then just before the end of the half, Century did get on the board with a 7-yard touchdown to Jackson Esau, as Owatonna went into the break up 35-7. And then to start the second half, Luke Weber got an interception. Next ensuing offensive drive for Owatonna was a 29-yard touchdown reception from Nolan Ginsky. Then Ginsky had an interception. So 3 interceptions on the night for Owatonna. 1 from Fitcher, 1 from Weber, and then the last one from Ginsky. And then that sealed it. Both teams got some reserves in the ball game to get some time late in this one as Owatonna wins big 42-7. And they will play that big-time matchup next week against Mankato West on homecoming for Rochester Century. Their next game will be, get it down here, Saturday on the road against Rochester John Marshall. Do want to give a special shout out to our sponsor, Hometown Credit Union. They do sponsor our keys to the game. We didn't have time for that in the pregame. But special shout out to Hometown Credit Union for their sponsorship. But we'll run through some scores from other Class 5A games going on tonight. So Mankato East in a dogfight right now with Waconia, 28-28 with 3 minutes to play left in that one. Alexandria, the number 1 team in the state for Class 5A, won big 55-17 over Brainerd. Robbinsdale Armstrong, the number 5 team in the state, beat the number 9 team, St. Thomas Academy, 20-14. Andover, the number 4 team, beat Spring Lake Park 35-14. Chanhassen has the ball up 2 with 2 minutes to play in the ball game. It's Chanhassen 30, Mankato West 28. That game playing at Mankato West High School right now. 2 minutes to play in the game. Chanhassen 30. They have the football. Mankato West 28. Elk River. Oh, that score hasn't been updated from the first half. Elk River likely going to win, though. The first half score was 51-12. Chaska beat Northfield 28-6. See, we got the New Prague Rochester John Marshall score here. And that's a tight one. Under a minute to play in the game. Rochester John Marshall 19. They do have the football and just went final as I say that. Rochester John Marshall 19, New Prague 16. So the Rockets get the win. Number 2 ranked team in the state, Moorhead 55, St. Cloud Tech 8. And so those are some scores from around Class 5A. But the most important score, Owatonna 42, Rochester Century 7. Panthers, as I mentioned, on the road. Not really a road game, just a down the road to Rochester John Marshall next week. Owatonna, though, homecoming on Friday against Mankato West as they look to keep that undefeated season alive. Now 5-0 are the Huskies. We'll run through our sponsors one more time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Cashwise Foods, Claremont Insurance Agency, Fairway Meat and Grocery, Federated Mutual Insurance, Garlic's Water Conditioning, Hometown Credit Union, Northland Farm Systems, Owatonna Auto Clinic, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, and Weichert Realtors, Evan Knutson. That'll do it for us tonight. Final score one more time. Owatonna 42, Rochester Century 7. For Rick Vaughn, back in the studio, I'm Derek Theda. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Good night from Rochester Century High School.